So, here we are, folks. Week 4 predictions. What we have on the slate this week? Well, we will go ahead and kick off this week with a big game. Look, we're going to wake up, Chris, 11 o'clock, kickoff in Utah. Utah, Texas Tech. Utah coming into this game as a 3.5-point favorite, Chris. Over under is at 57.5. Look, a big noon kickoff game. I gotta say, I'm ready for this game. My thing is, Chris, is the Utah Utes fans, are they ready for this game? Because they about to get up way earlier than what they should.
Man, what? That's tough. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. They gotta be up at the crack of dawn. They gotta be up early. I know that much.
Look, they gotta be up when the roosters start roosting.
Tailgating will start at 6 a.m.
Woo! Good luck. Couldn't be me. That's all I gotta say.
Is it a 10 a.m. Local time for the kick?
In terms of Utah, in terms of their time.
Is it mountain time for Utah? I want to say it might be a 10 a.m. local kick. You said because it's big noon.
Yeah, so that game
it's noon Eastern. It's either 10 or 9 a.m.
Maybe
10
9
mountain time, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
So
let me see. What? Let's just see right now. What time is it as we're recording this on?
I know USC
Thursday?
has a game where the Trojans will be playing at 9 a.m. local time.
Goodness gracious. So that game will start at 10 a.m. Over in Utah. So not as bad, but hey.
Oh no, that's still rough. 10 a.m. is you gotta be ready to hit somebody's head off at 10 a.m.
Because I was thinking it's like 8 or 9. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, but still 10, boy. The boy's gonna be up early. Walkthroughs will be early.
Whew. Look, all I can say is Devin Dampier, man, you better get some good sleep. You better be sleeping on a sleep number mattress or something, man. I go to sleep like right at 6 p.m. I want to be up bright and early ready for this game.
But yeah, this one is it's at Utah, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Quite the matchup, Kory. Quite the matchup.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So, what do you think about this one?
Well, I've been looking at the tail of the tape all week, of course, and just been looking at both of these quarterbacks and Morton and Dampier and seeing who has the edge or who potentially has the edge over who. I gotta say, Chris, Devin Dampier, he's been balling right now. He looks like a really good dark horse Heisman contender. If they can win this game, and look, playing in Utah, they don't have like a huge stadium, but those people get loud and they love their youth.
He's rocking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing about this game is these two, they've really never played against each other before. So this is going to be new for both teams. And
yeah.
I love games like that where you have two teams from opposite sides where they have no intel on each other. They've never really played against each other before. So I'm going to say that Utah wins this game, but it's going to be close. And I'm looking at how the way Vegas is looking at it right now. I think this is going to be a really fun, close matchup of two, Heisman contending quarterbacks going head to head against one another. Who knows, Chris? By the end of the year, we might be looking at this game as a Big 12 championship game. They might run it back on us.
Yeah,
Like, who knows?
yeah. You're right.
I'll tell you this, I'm gonna be
You are
watching
right.
it.
Who you telling? No, this is a fun matchup. Um, I feel like for the first time in a minute, honestly, Corey, because I've had my reservations on Utah just because the quarterback play over the last couple seasons. Whether it's the starting quarterback not being able to be on the field because he's always injured, but Dampier looks good. He's throwing the ball well. Um, he brings an element of control of this offense of this system. And then Utah's always going to have a stingy defense. If there's one thing that they almost feel like Iowa West Coast Iowa, like they always have a defense ready and available. But I'm thinking in this one, this is the first time both teams will really play some competition that's going to give them problems. Um, I think Texas Tech, they're all in this season. I think Texas Tech is ready for the challenge. This will be a great game. Morton has been building to this moment. He's an underrated quarterback nationally. I think this is going to be his coming out party. Both defenses are on fire, are incredible. I think Texas Tech does enough on defense, and I think their quarterback, who is experienced and ready, I think he rises to the moment. I think Texas Tech gets a tough, difficult road win. I'm really impressed from what I've seen with this team, and we highlighted their defense all preseason with all of the blue chip players that they brought in the portal, and all these guys have been producing. Texas Tech, as much as the offense has been scoring, the defense has been stingy as hell when the starters are in the game. And so I think Tech, I think Tech finds a way. I think Tech, I know I love Baylor preseason, but I've been most impressed by Texas Tech so far in the Big 12. And I think they let everybody know it wasn't just hype this preseason. Yeah, we got all these portal players, but we're here. I think this is the moment that they let the country know this. Tech gets a difficult, tough, grinded out win against Utah. And whoever wins or loses this game, whoever loses this game, I'm not losing stock on them. I love both of these teams. They both have been playing great. It's just one of those matchups where somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. I'm gonna go with Tech to find a way.
Great assessment. Great assessment, Chris. Look, I think you hit the nail right on the head. Um, Baron Morton, and I was watching a little bit before the season on, kind of, how, some teams like, do little documentary series, of course, almost like Ole Miss, what they do with the season, of course. I was looking at Texas Tech's version of that, and how they were just raving on this team, and in terms of Baron Morton, how they were raving on him. This he's pretty much a hometown kid from that area, so he's like a hero to a lot of people in Lubbock. So he wants to be as successful as he possibly can be with this team this year, knowing what they brought back and what they just have in general. This is a really good Texas Tech team that I won't 100% count them out. I think Utah will win the football game, but I will agree with you, Chris. I'm not going to count out both of these teams either. I think they're going to be playing some really good football in this game and throughout the season. and they're going to showcase that to a lot of people that probably written off both of these teams. And in terms of Texas Tech, especially them, because in the state, who we always talking about? Talking about Texas Longhorns first.
Mm-hmm.
um, Hilariously, you talk about OU because there's a lot of Oklahoma fans around here. And then, list goes on and on. You're probably talking about Baylor, then Texas
Yeah,
Tech,
A&M.
and then yeah, A&M,
And
and
now SMU they put themselves in the mix after going to the ACC championship game. The
look,
seats they had last year.
exactly. So it's a lot of teams, a lot of people with a lot of hats around here, and sometimes for the most part, Texas Tech is usually the odd man out of the topic of discussion around the state of Texas college football. Um, so yeah, they got a great opportunity. Like I said, I won't count them out completely to win this ball game because they definitely have been building towards a moment like this in terms of having big games, and this is going to be one of those big games where they can definitely have an opportunity to take advantage of and showcase to the college football world why they belong this season.
Agreed. Agreed. So it's going to be a fun one. Everybody buckle up. Uh, Big 12 football never disappoints. So just get ready. This might be the best big noon kickoff we've seen yet. This game has all the makings to possibly be a game of the year contender. It could be a Georgia Tennessee. I mean it's one of these types of matchups where yeah, you both teams will come ready to play ball. So it'll be fun.
I agree. I agree. So yeah, man, I can't wait for this game. It's going to be a big one. Big noon kickoff, right on Fox. I'm all ready.
Hey man, shout out to Big Noon Kickoff. Like ABC has been great with the SEC games. ESPN's been great with the SEC games. It's something about Big Noon Kickoff though, man. I really rock with the Big Noon Kickoff. You giving me a prime matchup to start the day. We should have been doing this, Kory. This is amazing.
Look, I love it, man. And look, one of my well, I guess you can say probably my favorite college football commentating duo, Gus Johnson and Joe Klatt.
Yes.
They definitely bring the ambience, the excitement
Yes.
of why we
Yes.
love
Yes.
college football each and every Saturday. We don't get many of them. A game like this reminds you why we love the game so much. So shout out to those gentlemen because they do a great job calling those games on Fox.
Yes, sir. Yes, for sure. For sure. Right. I'm with you.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, should be a fun one indeed, Chris. We are definitely going to be talking about it on our Sunday live show. So